So for today's topic, guys, it's all about information security threats. So these are part of Mr. Lambot and me, Aslani. So let's get started.
So, information systems are exposed to different types of security threats which can result with significant financial losses and damage to the information system resources. So, information system, there are many types of attack guys like cyber attack, can damage and errors to be aware of. And dapat yun natong ligayan. The types of damage caused by security threats are different. So example is database integrity security breaches, physical destruction of entire information systems, facility caused by fire, flood, or lightning, etc. The source of those threats can be unwanted activities of reliable employees, hackers attacks, accidental mistake in data entry, etc. Security threat can be defined as every event that can result with information confidentiality, integrity, and availability breaches, or with any other form of information system resources damage. In the domain of information system security, different types of security threats classification are used. The reason why classifications are necessary comes from the fact that information systems resources should be protected. We have to know the sources and the threats from which we are protecting it. So in this section, guys, we give an overview of the most usually used information security threats classification. So the first one is errors and omissions. Omission means lack or pagkukulang. Errors and omissions are significant security threats that are usually underestimated. But if we define security threats as every event that can lead to information system, hardware, software, dataware, lifeware, integrity breaches, then errors and omission are security threats. For example, guys, is insufficient communication or what we call failures of network, poor communication, and software failure. So the second one is fraud and thief. A form of security, a threat that can be performed by simply automating traditional forms from fraud and thief, or can be performed using more modern methods. So there are two guys, the identity thief and identity fraud. So the identity thief is stealing somebody's identity data, while fraud is using the data to open accounts, etc. So example guys is sample of identity thief is stealing ID data from passport or either bank accounts, social security, credit cards, cell phones. So while fraud is using stolen data to open bank accounts, make passports, clone bank cards, make fake driver licenses. So the third one is employee sabotage. Is often security threats to which are exposed information system resources. So guys, so there are employee or difficult employees, for example, in the workplace that have a bad behaviors. Hindi na natin malikayan. So this is the example of employee sabotage. So the first one is hardware facilities. Planting logic bombs that destroy programs or data, entering data incorrectly, crashing systems, deleting data, holding data hostage, on changing data. Ang changing data guys, lahi po na guys, pang 7 na guys. So the next security threats is loss of physical and infrastructure support. It is the type of information system security threat that cannot be under full control of information systems, resources owners. and that can potentially have a significant influence on information system functionality. So guys, it can be realized guys on many different ways. So example guys is loss of electricity supply or loss of communications, floods, fire, earthquake, strikes, etc. So the fifth one is hackers, a relatively new threat to information system security that is becoming more and more important with the internet and communications network development. So as we all know guys, guys, hacker is a person who accesses someone else's computer without a authorization. So what hackers usually do? Example is take over web servers or maybe collect passwords or take over your computers with remote access. That hackers usually do. So the next one is malware. It is a type of security threat that encompasses different types of computer viruses, Trojan horses, worms, logical bombs, and other forms of unwanted software. So guys, if you have these types of computer viruses, this is the sign of malware infection. The first one is blue screen of death, a slow, crashing or freezing computer, lack of storage, increased pop-ups notification, closing automatically application or altering themselves. That's the sign guys. So be aware of that guys. So the last one guys is threats to personal privacy. Are emerging type of security threats large amount of personal data that are stored in different databases. It means be aware also to your personal privacy guys. It's your own personal data. You need to secure them. So how we gonna protect our online privacy? So make a secure password or either strong password and use anti-malware and firewall or either use a VPN, a virtual private network. That way you can manage to secure your personal privacy. One of the basic prerequisites for a successful information system security management process is the use of certain security threat classification. Why? Because that way it is possible to determine from what we are protecting information system. It is possible to more efficiently use the limit resources, example time, money, employees, by investing in those protective control that are dealing with the most usual threats. That way we are indirectly increasing the level of information system security. And by eliminating the most common security threats, more resources will be available for use on other areas of information system security. For that purposes guys, we have to use some on security classification para makapreventas account loss. Nowadays guys, daghan na ina-hack na account, so be aware of that. Be aware sad sa mga unknown links from, so we don't know, possible na gikan na sa hacker. So guys, think before you click guys. So that's all of our report of the information security threats. Thank you guys.